my name is Dave. Today we're going to have a look at some modifications I made to a Goto Mark X mount. These modifications are completely reversible. The mount, as you may know, is modular. If you don't know that, check out my videos. The MX mount is really nice. Very efficient, good quality, high quality mount. However, it's sort of specialized. Wouldn't it be nice to bring this into the 21st century with a Vixen Adapter? So you can't buy one, but I made one. You'll see. This is the Vixen Adapter I made for it. This is, of course, this is a commercial product, the black part here. This painted part here, that's something I made in my shop. So now I can put anything with a Vixen dovetail right in here. Here it is with a Takahashi. It's a TS65D. I don't know if Takahashi or Goto, either one of them would like me putting a Takahashi on a Goto mount. Probably upset some people. This is the Vixen Clamp adapter I made for the Goto mount. It's just a hunk of aluminum, 1/2 inch thick, about 3 by 3, drilled appropriately for one of these. This is a commercial standard Vixen kind of a clamp thing. Takes 3 screws to put this on. And we're all set. This was a fairly straightforward job, and I thought, well, I've already made one of those. I know that's not that difficult to make. So why not make one of those and then put my own clamps on it? So that's what I did with this one. The trickiest part of this was getting that angle there at 15 degrees to make sure it would hold this. So a standard Vixen dovetail slips right in there and then clamps down. Okay, here's my home-built Vixen style clamp. With this clamp and a little extra counterweight, of course, you can slide right on an Astrotech 4-inch F7 ED Apo. Fits very nicely on the mount. I have a lightweight pier out in the backyard. I usually have an Altaz mount on it, but I thought, why not adapt that for the Goto mount? So here's what I did. This is the adapter hardware I made for the Goto. It's just a hunk of aluminum turned down to the right size to fit both the outside and the inside diameters, etc. That slides on there. This is just a fitting to hold that in place. Now it's all set. With the adapter hardware installed on the mount, I can now just bring this out, set this up. All set, ready to go. As you can see, with the pier set up, it's a little bit higher, which is not a problem for me. It's just about right for me. This pier is also set up on some vibration isolation pads. The vibration isolation pads work beautifully. They're superb. They really dampen the vibrations quite quickly. I've done comparisons with and without the vibration isolation pads, and I found that they work just wonderfully well. They're a terrific addition to this particular mount. where they have your pier like the Takahashi TS80, the vibration isolation pads are not very effective. But with this lightweight kind of a pier, they work beautifully. This is the box for the Goto 80mm f12.5. This is actually not the original box. When I bought the scope, it didn't have a box for it. And I thought, well, I can fit that into this box, which was made for a Goto 1000mm focal length 65mm. I had to make some modifications to the inside, but the most important thing was the dew shield was too long. So with the dew shield on this thing, it doesn't fit in the box. So I simply threw together another dew shield that's slightly shorter. Doesn't make any practical difference for me. And I of course still have the original dew shield. It even fits inside the box. When I first bought this mount from Japan, it didn't come with a counterweight shaft. So I had to make a counterweight shaft for this, which was really not bad, not too hard. It was pretty fun for an amateur machinist. This is a piece of stainless steel. Had to turn it down a little bit. This is an original countershaft for comparison. So most of the countershaft was really easy to make. This part up here though, this is extruded aluminum here, and I could not duplicate that very well. So I had to do this. This is a knurled piece here, a knurled piece of aluminum. It's a pretty close match, but not perfect, as you'll see. Main thing is it works just fine. It functions perfectly. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at the modifications I made for the Goto Mark X mount. Thank you for watching.